This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Yeah, this a revolution in our time. Everybody's fighting, change coming, yes. That's why it's an acronym for riot. Everybody has a voice. Don't you dare stay silent. If you say nothing, you are an accessory to violence.
They've had their say. Seems like they've had that kind of say around here for too long. Look, I had to stand up for myself alone. I went in there to remind them that somewhere in this world there's still a little law and order left. To let them know in the only kind of terms that their kind understand is that they can't bribe or threaten their way out of what they did. Let them do this to me and get away with it, and you give them the eternal right to do the same damn thing to any one of you.
Access 228, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, where we report the facts and we are not for sale. If you have a news story or something that's on your mind, please feel free to give us a call at 228-337-2099. Be glad to have you on. Thank you for listening, and we do appreciate all that you do to support us and keep free and independent journalism doing what we do best. How y'all doing? I wanted to make an addendum to my video announcing my candidacy for sheriff. There is something that Matt Haley has brought back that we haven't seen in years with the Harrison County Jail. And I'm against this, 100%. Even though it is standard practice by other jails, Harrison County has not had what's called a turnkey fee for a long time. I know up until recently, actually, come to think about it, I think it was enacted this year. Reason I say that is because last year I was working as a bail bondsman, and I bonded people out of Harrison County, and there was no turnkey fee. Now, Jackson County's got a $26 turnkey fee. George County, $25. Stone County's got a $25. I think Hancock County's got a $25. I think Pearl River County's got a $25. Harrison County just brought back a $25 turnkey fee. I want to tell y'all how this affects y'all. If you get arrested, you have to, let's say you bond out. Now, you have to give the jail $25 to release you. Why? Somebody answer that for me. Why? Why do you have to give the jail $25 to release you when you've already paid your bail bondsman or set up a payment plan with the bail bondsman? Why does this make sense? It is my personal belief that this is a complete violation of the Eighth Amendment against excessive fines. As I said, strict constitutionalist. Folks, times are tough right now for people. Let's be honest. Why am I driving this truck? I'm driving this truck over the road, working 70 hours a week to be able to afford my bills. That's why I work. Say y'all think I want to come out here and be away from my home weeks at a time? No. Why? Times are tough, and the job market's not that great. Let's be honest here. When somebody gets arrested, their life is already flipped upside down. Whether they're guilty or not of whatever they get arrested for, their life's flipped upside down. They just got pulled off the street, put in handcuffs, and for a first time guest of the jail, shall we say, again, innocent or guilty, doesn't matter. Innocent until proven guilty is what I believe. They haven't been convicted yet. They haven't even gone to court yet. They just been arrested. Let me describe, and this is coming from a correctional officer, what happens when somebody gets arrested. It's kind of dehumanizing. Although I believe that this is completely necessary to control and make sure nothing comes in that shouldn't come in, this is what happens. I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to take all your information. I'm going to start the paperwork. Give you your phone call. Let you call a bondsman or whoever. I'm going to take all your clothes from you. I'm going to take you into a secluded room. Males, you're going to strip down to what you look like the day you was born. And you are going to show me literally every part of your body, every orifice, every crevice. If you're a fat guy like me, you're going to lift up your fat rolls. Make sure you ain't got nothing hiding under there. You're going to lift your, well, y'all get the point. We all know what a squat and cough is. Then I'm going to give you some jailhouse clothes, and then I'm going to put you in a cell. I'm taking away your freedom and putting you in a cage. Now let's assume you get a bondsman and you bond out. I'm going to dress you back out in your civvies, and I'm going to cut you loose. You already got to pay the bondsman. The minimum that you're going to give a bondsman is $150. Now let's tack on $25 on top of that. Let's make it harder for people to get back out on the street that may have jobs. People don't think about that. Not all criminals or people that commit crimes are non-productive members of society. Some of them have jobs. Some of them are trying to support a family and they made a mistake. Maybe DUI, maybe driving under suspended license. Maybe they got into a bar fight trying to blow off some steam. It happens. It can happen to anybody. Hell, I've been arrested. I've been put in Harrison County Jail. I was 18. It was for driving under suspended license. But hey, it happens. Things happen. We can all agree to this. Sure. But why the extra $25? Where does that money go? I'm sure it goes into the general fund for the sheriff's department or for the jail. but it definitely makes it harder on you common citizen. I call this a punitive measure, and it's wrong. Harrison County used to have it. I think the consent decree that the Harrison County Sheriff's Department was under actually took away the turnkey fee. I'm not sure if Harrison County's still under that consent decree that they've been under since the murder of Jesse Lee Williams. But that would be my first order of business as your sheriff, is to get rid of that. Because I believe it is punitive. And I believe that Matt Haley has erred in putting that in. Again, yes, surrounding counties have it. They're wrong too. And I will tell you that they're wrong. Just my opinion. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching. Vote for Anthony Allen for Sheriff of Harrison County 2027.